sequence activated.
Ooh la la.
Good afternoon, everyone. Captain Lane speaking, and wishing you a safe travels to your crypto destination. For those of you traveling with mice, please securely position your cursor over the like button below and right-click with your favorite finger. For those with touchscreen devices, we ask that you gently press the
Greetings to the crypto community. We are pseudo-anonymous. We are here to smash that like button. We believe this content needs to reach more people like you. We are watching. We are listening. Most importantly, we are liking and subscribing. We are pseudo-anonymous. Expect us.
Hey, Kimmy, baby, I had a book over here in this drawer. You seen it?
You mean a little black book? Oh, honey, I cleaned out those drawers in that whole room and made a big donation to Goodwill. But don't worry, we can get you another one.
Oh, hell no. You're never going to believe what happened to me today at the Goodwill. I found a book of seed phrases, honey. I can get those hair transplants now. Oh.
Go best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Don't you wanna have fun?
If you just stumble across the channel, it's probably because somebody hit that like button before. And for those of you who hit that like button, comment, subscribe, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much. Well, it's all right now because anything you do, well, that's all right. Oh, well, that's all right.
Some call him the Nostradamus of crypto. His charting skills have discovered new entire galaxies. He once was engaged to Satoshi Nakamoto's oldest sister. He is the most interesting trader in the world. And today we ask him, what do you do when the market crashes?
I buy more. And I also subscribe to Road Dog Crypto. Trade wisely, my friends.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Welcome everyone to, well, it's not late night crypto charts with Road Dog. This is the surprise daily stream that we kind of do during the week. Today is Monday. We got the excitement that we were hoping for out of Bitcoin and not so much out of altcoins just yet. There's a reason for that, and we can get into that. I'd like to draw your attention over here to Dogecoin, though. It is up at 15 cents 80.86. There was something I put over into our group. This is a free group. I don't do a charge of any kind whatsoever. It's a maze. You gotta, your cost of admission is trying to navigate your way through all these little topic areas that I've got and find all the gems that are in there in the file sections, mostly where you will find them. But over here in our lounge, where we have a lounge area where we have the all the cool kids hang out, and we have the CoinTrendz bot and everything. People have been posting over there lately. Oh, nice. I lost it. Anyway, my comment was that, and it's historically true, one of the things that you want to look at before we get that real big pump out of Bitcoin that we're wanting, that massive God candles and everything, before you see that true Bitcoin bull run, historically it has usually been, I kid you not, for you guys that don't know it, and for those of you that do, y'all remember, might be a refresher, but the kick, man, y'all been busy. The kickoff, I mean, I put it other places too. Let me put it over here. I know I put it in trade setups too. OG wisdom, historically, Doge has front run the actual bull run. So keep your eyes on Doge, because a big rally could mean God candles are around the corner. So that's a little tip from the OG strategies. Once of us have been in the market for a little while, something that we kind of peeked out. Dogecoin is a good front runner for Bitcoin. For the really big move. So let's take a look at Doge real quick, just to kind of explain this concept. That's a nice big candle for you, Doge. But I'm talking about if she's really starting to rally. You know, she's been down here around 10 cents, and now she's starting to go. Now she's starting to go, right? On the daily. That's a good sign for us. We keep seeing her rally up, and there's no reason to think that she won't. Let me see if I can get on clearer chart here with Doge. Let's try Coinbase. Yeah, I haven't messed this one up. Here we are on the daily. Dogecoin knocked the 200 moving average out of the park, came back, retested it, and shot off. This could be an early signal. This could be the early signal for the bull market. Just throwing that idea out there. Now, whether you're looking at this as some kind of channel, some kind of wedgie, some kind of inverted head and shoulders, it's all spelling out that, hey man, this is quite possibly the bottom for Dogecoin here at 9 cents. And now we're on our way for a reversal. Like we are on some other altcoins, but not all altcoins. They are suffering. There's a reason for that. I've alluded to it. We will get to it soon. But as far as a target for Doge, just based on the breakout that we got here, we're looking for Doge to come up and retest these areas that it had its previous high there. Measure move also takes us to those areas. That's about 17.5 cents. So Doji, will you make it up there today? You got a lot of strength behind you, but you still got some things to settle through. These moving averages have still got a crossover. 21's got a crossover. It's got some work to do, but it's on the right track. Following this guy, I would establish trend lines, and here are our two current trend lines that we have. This would be our major one. This is the one that we're hoping to keep for a tighter move up and at least come up here to 17.6 cents. You may break down from there and come back and retest this area. We don't know. We just have to track it and see. A lot of things going on in the market, some good things, some bad things, some kind of I'll just slow out of the gate things for a lot of altcoins. So Bitcoin sitting here on the daily. Can we get a chart that we can read here that's not all mucked up? We'll stick with this one. So she's flirting and just flirting at this point in time with breaking out of this top trend line that's carried over to all the wicks. This is a good sign. Now, the one area that we need to get above is this little guy right here, and that is this previous little high, this little wick that we got up to. That's a 70,000. On this particular chart, this is coming in. Let's put it right there to the top of the wicks there. Just a little over 70,000. We're not quite there, but we're not that far away. And we've got to get at least a little higher than this. We do not want to come up and go even in reverse. That could be a double top scenario. That's not what we're looking for. So it's imperative that today that we get past this area. Preferably make it up to at least 70,100 somewhere. We got to knock out this high, or else we're in danger. If we don't, the scenario is that we could be making a lower low than what we had over here at 52,000. That's how important it is for us to get that. And we got a good chance of doing it. Now, if you're looking at this as an inverted head and shoulder or rising wedge formation, whatever, we got to break out to the upside or retest of it. There should be a nice move coming, a nice move. Just the measure move from this little inverted head and shoulders pattern, if you want to take that to see if it can give us an idea where price can go. Put that at the breakout right there. That's giving us a crazy target up here at 78,000. Possible. I mean, it's on the table. Would it happen today? I don't see it happening today, but who knows? Things are looking good. We got the green dot here on the daily, and that has been confirmed. No, it's not being confirmed. It's just popped up there today, but things are looking good. Money flow is in the green. Everything here, without going into all the nerdy details, everything here is doing what it should be doing, pointing up and to the right, showing very bullish signs here on the daily. That we like. Now, we also mentioned on the weekly close that this is what we got for Bitcoin on the MACD, a lagging indicator where the weekly is saying, hey, man, it's time, baby. We've been through enough. It's time. Now, that doesn't mean that we're just going to stay up only from here. You can expect a lot of shakiness, still a lot of volatility. There is less Bitcoin available. There are a lot more people wanting it, and there are a lot more dirty tricks being in play to get the weak hands to give up. So they can bump us up and they can shake us down and drop us $5,000, maybe even $10,000. I mean, it's not going to be that. I think that will really be the norm. You're going to have to look at spreads like that, $5,000, $7,000, $10,000 spreads. I mean, we go up here to 80,000. You can definitely expect her to drop back down to 70 or even maybe 60 something. Who knows? It could get that volatile with Bitcoin. With that lack of liquidity, with the miners not cranking out as many as they did, and then you got every ETF buying up more than what the miners can print. It's just a matter of time before that catches up, and then that's when we start seeing the effect of the halvening. It is now time for us to feel the halvening. 6 months after the halvening in April, this is when the fun starts. We're starting to see the first signs of it. It took forever. And there have been a lot of dirty plays in there just trying to FUD us out and everything. But at some point, the supply or the demand catches up, or doesn't the supply and demand, they just kind of, they don't meet. And you have to balance the books and figure, oh man, number going up. There's no way to avoid it. It's going up. It's going to. It's just how it's designed. And Satoshi was a freaking genius and probably one of the greatest contributors to mankind that we've had in several centuries, in my personal opinion. So shout out to everybody hanging out here. Let's say hello to everybody. We got 11 wonderful people here. Glad to have you here. We got Tommy 2 Liters. I still love that name, Tommy. The Closer. Ooh, love the intro vids. Hey, thank you, man. Those are some old things. I'll just pop in here. Dream Tanks TV. Let's go. This is Dogecoin. F the world. And we got Joe from Trade Intuition who just finished up his 3 o'clock stream. Check out Joe going over that TA Alpha. All right, so that's kind of Bitcoin. We're waiting to confirm to see if we actually get this breakout, and it's looking very promising. We're just not there yet, but it's looking so good. The only bad thing is that, well, altcoins just aren't quite keeping up, but they don't look terrible. The thing to remember is that we got Bitcoin dominance here trying to break out of its little channel that we've had it in, and this is just a little micro version. If we look at Bitcoin dominance, man, I'm telling you, she's looking kind of wild. A lot of people, and myself too, at one point was thinking we'll come up here to 618, about 60%, and probably roll over, and we'll have a nice little altcoin season. That's what it looked like the possibility could happen a while back. It still could, but the signs that we're seeing on Bitcoin dominance is that she looks mega bullish to me. I see no signs of reversal here at the 618. She might snag a little bit. Altcoins might feel a little bit of it, but eventually it looks like she's headed back up to retest these areas where she was before. And that's about 73,000. Now, my personal opinion, altcoins are lagging behind Bitcoin a lot. Some of them do good, and I think I started doing this on a daytime video last week, and I'll probably do another one. Going through my whole list of altcoins, especially the ones I've been playing, and I'm just going to focus on the ones that are doing well against Bitcoin, because I think you're going to see a lot of these altcoins fall off. The reason I'm saying that is because, well, and even Willie Woo had put out an article yesterday. I even posted it after even talking about this subject last night. I put it out in our lounge here. An article by Willie Woo. I suggest you take a look at it. Where did you go? Why is my stuff not here anymore? There it is. And Willie Woo says altcoin seasons will get weaker and weaker each market cycle. I agree. And I think we need to take that in consideration. His argument's the same that I made earlier, that I'm talking about last night, back here in 2017. Or a couple nights ago. 2017, I don't think we're going to see an altcoin season like that. And that was when Bitcoin dominance was high and altcoins came into the scene, and then it spread out, the dominance, spread out Bitcoin money to all the altcoins. Same thing happened at 73 twice. We had a little altcoin season, then a bigger altcoin season, and then that was it. Altcoin season was over May 21st, 2021. That was it. That was the peak of it. So if we're not going to drop here and get a mini altcoin season, and I don't see why we would. Indicators look like she wants to bust up. Maybe we do, maybe we don't, but the warning signals are here that altcoins will continue to go up. Now, the thing is, if altcoins go up and if Bitcoin dominance continues up along with the Bitcoin price, well, altcoins don't do as great. They have a tendency to dump. Because you will see more people paying more attention. Oh, Bitcoin's winning out. I'm in a stupid altcoin. I need to get out of this and get into Bitcoin. You will see more of that, especially from bigger players that don't want to mess around with holding meme coins or this or that or whatever. They're and other altcoins, the ones that have just not been performing. Talking to you, Polkadot. So that's my take on the market. So I'm watching carefully what Bitcoin dominance is going to do. Watching also others in Total 3. Now, there's a difference between the two. If I look at Total 3, I'm thinking, we got a chance. It's starting to look good. Total 3 is the total crypto market cap minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. The stable coins are still mixed in on this, and I don't think that's right. That's why I'm leaning a little bit more toward the others chart. But this one, you're looking like, oh man, we got a chance to recover this 200 moving average. It looks shaky, but we're doing good. Breakout, we can make some gains here, all right? But we look at others, and my moving averages tell a different story. They're saying, man, you're going to have to fight through this. Others looks like it's coming down. Others is the top market cap, excluding the top 10, which has a lot of stable coins, but the top 10 projects, we take them out, and it looks like the top 10 are more or less carrying this market at this moment rather than all the other altcoins if we compare these two charts together. This one's showing some negative effect. It's struggling, but this 200 crossing this 360 moving average, that's gonna lead to a little bit of a downtrend here. Overall, it's good. 800, 600, 360. That's cool, but I can see a drop on most of these altcoins coming over this next week, and there will be a few that do pretty good. Mostly, what it looks to be, from what I can gather here, the ones in the top 10. Those little boogers, well, they happen to be these guys, which would be Ethereum, Solana, XRP, Dogecoin, Tron, and possibly Toncoin. Toncoin, do you have any hope for Toncoin? It's at $5. It's got a little bit of a gain today. It needs a little break. Let's check out with the chat and see what you guys are talking about, and we'll start getting into some things here. Dogecoin doing what you said, 100%. She's looking good. Looking good. So it seems like some other memes are popping off, and that seems where people have most of their confidence, which is kind of a sad state for crypto. I mean, really. And I just think that with the Biden-Harris U.S. initiative and Choke Point 2.0 and everything else that they've been doing to attack crypto, because crypto is not conducive to what they are trying to establish as, following the global elites. That's you can't look at it any other way. If your eyes are open, you've seen that the U.S. has signed on with the WEF and UN and all this other stuff to give our sovereignty over to a global to make us, we're giving up our sovereignty is the track that they want us to be on. I'm not trying to get political, but if you open your eyes, you can see that's where we've been headed for several years. Like, it's an agenda that's not really shared with us, but that's what they're doing. And we got ESG, everything that the WEF mandates or suggests or gets their little committee agendas together and formulates a paper and says, we want you to eat the bugs by 2030 or whatever things that they're doing, 15-minute cities. Our current establishment just seems to like, okay, that sounds good. Let's put it into effect and we can see the effects of this, not just here in the US, you see it all over the world. That is why Bitcoin was created, to help us fight against the globalists. Straight up. All comes from the bankers. Follow the money trail, and there you go. Don't mean to sound like a conspiracy theory, but that's what's happening. And if you're not feeling it in your pocketbook, or there's no way you're not feeling it in your pocketbook. If you're blind to it, I can't help you. But you're probably not here watching me, if that's what you're thinking, to be honest with you. If you're here watching me, you probably have already figured a lot of this stuff out for yourself and said, there's got to be a better way, and there is. And it's called crypto, and it's God's grace to us, and Bitcoin mostly. God's grace to us to help us avoid what they are trying to do. Because if you hadn't figured it out, God don't like it. He warned us about it a long time ago, said it was coming. All right, so let's get off of this topic and let's get back to Bitcoin, where we are. Bitcoin is, I don't think we actually took a little look at it. We got a nice candle on the daily. We're giving it back right now. But we did go up just a little. We didn't get where we needed to go, but that's okay. We're just starting, baby. We're still above the 9-moving average on the daily, still above the 9-moving average on the 4 hours. As long as we're above that 9-moving average, I want to tell you everything's fine. Because I'm not lying. It's the truth. That 9-moving average is a strong one. That means a strong trend. As long as you're above it, you're in a good, strong trend. Let's see if we can make sense of this Bitcoin on the 4 hour, get a feel for what's going on. Still at our higher high here. We're just going to have to come on down, aren't we? Even on the 1 hour. 1 hour looks great, by the way. 1 hour down here, 200 moving average area, we got our golden cross. That is your buy signal on this particular time frame. It does not mean buy now, it means buy the next pullback. That would be the pullback. Probably your best chance on this particular time frame. Ichimoku Cloud looks like she is on crack, like she is just ready to I don't know, man. Ready to party on a Monday morning or Monday afternoon, and she's decked to the nines and ready to go, trying to push price up. So I do see us getting up to 70,000. I'd like to see us come up and touch the bottom of this trend line, 71.8, 71.9. That would be cool in the channel that we're in. And let's go, but there's a chance we'll come back and zigzag up. So let's just do it. Parabolic move. I dare not. Oh man, I hate to do this. Don't curse it, road dog. Don't curse it. Sometimes when I draw these lines, I'm like, oh, he drew the line. We're giving it up now. But the parabolic move, it can continue and continue to our targets anyway, right? And all we got to do is get that little higher high. But things are looking kind of juicy. Let's come check out some altcoins now because we're tired of talking about Bitcoin, right? Matty Ghost said loaded Doge on the dip over the weekend. Smart man, Matty Ghost. I mean, so some other ones that are doing pretty well today that I was checking out, and some that we've talked about, or a few of them. One of them is FWOG. I got my FWOG over at crypto.com. Oh, nice. Okay. And she's just making steady higher highs and higher lows there. So that's cool. I really don't know much about this. It's just a meme coin, but that seems to be where some of the money is. As I mentioned, or just trying to mention that, you know, our government and Gary Gensler and all that, the SEC, it's really hurting crypto companies and people trading in them. We're tired of getting our balls handed to us just because they want to claim something's a security and tank our markets, and it's just not safe. And the founders, I think they feel that too. It's easier for developers right now to go into a meme coin because they're not securities, they're not guaranteeing anything, they're just there for fun. At least they're not securities. I mean, that's what we know. That's what we know going in. So if you're frustrated with the crypto market and and you have a reason to be, it's like, man, I thought this is supposed to revolutionize the world. All it's doing is being a big gambling casino. The reason that it's turning into a gambling casino is because of Gary Gensler, the SEC, and those policies to protect consumers. Right? How well is that doing? Or the secret black op operation of it is to protect the banks. And most of us have figured all that out right now. Aave is also looking kind of cool today. Let's take a look at Aave. She had her parabolic move. I drew it. It lost it. That's what happens because I have the gift of cursing these coins to make them stop going up. Apparently, when I draw that little line. Now we got this little idea going on, but do I trust it? Let's see. What's going on, Aave? My secret to figuring out if something like this is valid or not is to follow the trend lines. And as long as I got a trend line underneath it, maybe there's something there. I would say we're probably coming down and going to do something more like a fallen wedgie. If I had to guesstimate just by pattern and how this is going about, but doesn't mean that that's totally correct. Let's pull a few other things. Let's just clear this chart. Let's just start it out. On the daily ding dong here. Where are they? Let's blow you up so we can get you up here nice and big. Moving averages are looking good, and this is why I use them. They help me track the momentum. And they're all in a good order there. We retested the 100. Right now for Aave, after it went up to $180 and pulled back to 132. Gosh, I wish I'd bought some more there. I don't think I did. I had some nibbles, but I don't think I had one that low. She's fighting through here, and she probably will continue to fight. I think that she'll probably have one more rejection down here. So I think that the falling wedge idea looks like she might be playing out. I'm going to go from the wick to the candle bodies on this one to get a little bit of a steeper incline. And she is in the channel with a partial decline. So I would say it looks pretty cool that we might come back and test this area at 139. That might be kind of cool. If we were to fib this little guy out from swing low to swing high, we'd probably get some more insight. Oh, nice. 3.8. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Aave, as long as this trend line is not broken, and it could wick all the way down to 127. Who knows? It could happen with the rejection here. But it looks like she's trying to do a partial decline, and what that might actually look like. It may come back and start looking like, what would that be? The double bottom, a W pattern or somewhat. Maybe you can do it here. I doubt it. But as long as she doesn't break this, we got a chance to bounce off of this particular fib and lead to a strong move to the upside. So I'm liking that. We'll keep our eye on Aave there. It's one of my bigger plays. Rune is also doing pretty good. We talked about that one on the show. She's having a better day today. Actually, a pretty good day today, considering what we're seeing here. Rune finally got above the 200 moving average, flirting with the 360. Got past the 360. Now, this is cool. Now, we were looking at this. Was it just Aave or Bitcoin? It was on one of them that we were looking at just a minute ago. We were seeing the same setup where the 200 was crossing the 360, and it looks bearish, right? Well, this one made it through. Just came down, retested, but we got 800, 600, 300 way up here, giving us the range that we're in. The order looks pretty decent. We got the golden cross here, 50 crossing the 200, so that's a buy signal. Buy the next pullback, so there's likely to be a pullback. But right now we got a nice little bump out of room, making a higher high. That's coolio. If you're looking at this bottom pattern right here as an inverted head and shoulders, I'm not too, because it did connect over here, but still you're probably convinced it's still that head and shoulders to the upside. I'm not going to argue with you. If you were going to look at an inverted head and shoulders, I think you'd have to do it from this angle. And at that point, I'd be looking at something else. But hey, people at different stages and see different things, and you can't nab them for that. But if you wanted to take that measure move, you're almost close to it, about $6. I'm not going to draw her on there. I'm still looking for this guy up here. I'm just looking for a retest of this guy. So if we get rid of all this noise here and get some actual target set up for Rune, since she's starting to show higher highs and higher lows, and we analyze from where we are with our fib strategy from swing high to swing low. See, we broke out of our discount zone, our accumulation zone here. We're headed up to our first target right there, 597. That's what I would go with that one for sure. Fine tune it. And the fibs make great targets. There's just no way around it. It's one of the most simple, most effective strategies I've come across. They just make beautiful targets that often get nailed or are very much respected. You can make this as hard and as simple as you want to, as complicated to explain or whatever, but using simple strategies that work and are time tested seems to be what works for me. I share those ideas here and try to show how that they work over time. And hopefully whoever watches can pick up a few things, and you didn't even have to pay $99 a month on some subscription for them to teach us some strategy you could have followed on Wikipedia or something. We're in a trend line, respecting that trend line. Our highs, higher lows. I think we can get at least one more bump there. What do you say, Elliot Wave? What do you got? You're on a 3 with a 4, and then one more coming, 3 more, one more hump is what Elliot Wave indicator is suggesting there. Nice. She's going to have a fight, but it's starting to look better for this guy. She's 2x from where she was, or more than 2x from where she dropped back in August, right? Some of these coins are coming back to where they dropped down to in August, and they're the ones that suck, that are being negatively affected and not doing as well. You might have to evaluate an exit strategy on some of those to find stronger positions, or maybe they'll bounce back. I don't know, but some of them are doing pretty good. This is one of them that's actually 2x'd since that bottom. Now it's 115% gains from that very bottom. Not that anyone would have nailed it there, but it's performing well and better than some other coins right now. Let's take a look at this coin called Zcash. Zeke, if you will. Let's get a better exchange. Let's go with Binance. I want to zoom out on this one to like a 3-day so we can get through. Look at this one now. This one's interesting. Zcash. Best I remember, it's a little bit of a privacy or protected play. It's kind of a bigger one. It was at 15 and went all the way to 367. This was April 2022. I want to pull my fib from here. That last high. And we're going to take a look at Zcash, because she is in accumulation area rounding bottoms, which they typically, after some patience, they usually have a nice payoff. And right now it looks like she's trying to at least get out of that rounded bottom and eventually work back up to $63. Seems crazy right now since she's at 38, but that's what she's trying to do. So just that play, just to get out of the accumulation zone, is not bad. That's a 2x from this, just from where we are. Roundy shape, and you got a breakout of this guy. You got a retest of this level. And it looks like she's starting to put in higher highs and higher lows, meaning her next higher high would be up above $45. Now, if I want to take this high and pull a fib down in the air, I can get a little bit more information and Yeah, it's giving me some nicer areas right here at $49. 200 moving average is coming in there. Short-term target, I think that one makes a nice one for Zcash. At about $50. So for a trader trying to get in on this, that's possibly 35% gains on just spot value alone right there. Let's take a look at some of the coins that are popping off a little bit. You got Trump coin, which is a meme coin, starting to pop off, and I think it's listed as MAGA over on MEXC, but it's Trump and also on COINEX. I've got it over in COINEX. Let's take a look at it. She is starting to do a little better. Let's get on the daily time frame. Daily looks a lot better, right? So it looks like, we broke this trend line and like, oh no, where's it going to go? It looks like a 618. Was it? Yes, it was a 618. Great, right? So we're headed right up here to this area around 775. So now we can do this trend line, and we can also establish that we're in a channel. Now we can see the channel and identify the channel, and we're getting some targets over here at the top of the trend line. 200 moving averages right there at 581. I want to mark that little guy. So it looks like Trump coin can make a little bit of a comeback. Now, how it'll do before the election, I don't know. We have very little time before that, or even after election. I don't know if there'll be a demand for this or not. 200 moving averages up there. We're in a bottom accumulation. Who knows? I can't see a purpose for this or any of the other political coins after election. And I think most people thought that they would look more like this around election time rather than like this at election time. So I think we're all a little disappointed in some of those that we tried to play. But Trump, if you've been adding to your bags or anything, anywhere from $2 to $3.50 or something, you're probably kind of happy about it. If you got into it on the pumps over here, it's like, oh, Trump's going to the moon. They could probably get up to $100 before the election. Well, you're probably very disappointed because it didn't. And that's crypto. That's meme coins. It's people are here to find some way to take money. And after that Bitcoin conference, was it the Bitcoin conference? I think they decided to do that. We got Retardio. Take a look at it on CoinEx. Looks like for the daily, it's had a nice day. She pumped down. She went to the bottom of 618 retracement right here, and now we bounced like we normally do off those. Have a little shaky time. Let's see if we can tighten this up on a smaller time frame. What we got? No, that's pretty. Let's get our candle bodies. All right, let's go to a wick, topish wick here, and to candle body. I don't see a breakout just yet, but we're working on it. We're starting to touch a green Ichimoku cloud. We're above the 200 moving average, above the 9 moving average. Can't say anything bad about it. Crossing the 50 moving average. Yeah, baby, it looks like you're getting ready to do something, Retardio. I added to my bag last night when she was down here at the bottom. I said, 200 moving average? Yeah. On the bottom of support? Yeah, we need to buy some more Retardio. So how about some little bit more Retardio? This is the trend line that we broke, and that's why we were hesitant about getting in or saying, oh, look, it's a triangle to the upside. You're breaking the trend line, baby. No, we got to wait. So she finds a bottom, right? And the more conservative people wait till a breakout and get above certain levels, and they'll get in. But us little degens and front runners and whatnot, bottom feeders, just like to get in as close to support as we can. I do anyway. She's looking good. Where will she go? Hello? They always hang up on me. I'll never get that. The most realistic measure move, in my personal opinion, when you get this situation, is just to take the measure move from the channel, put it where it might possibly break out, and it suggests that we might be coming up about 18 cents, which is a nice little come up for this little guy from where we are. That's about 40-50%. Conservative trade would be wait for the breakout to get that, or wait for a pullback, and take your chances there. But I think she's looking pretty impressive, or looking more healthier. She made a higher high, so we're starting maybe changing our trend here. Retardio. Let's also take a look at Moonwell, because this one just doesn't want to give it up. What's up with you, Moonwell? We got a trade set up for you and everything. Yay! I've added a little bit more to my bag on the pullback. after I've taken profits and do my best. But she looks like she wants to keep on going. For real, Moonwell. Why does she look like she want to keep on going? We followed her and she's in this channel and she broke to the upside, retested it. Looks like she's retested it twice so far. Possibly could get a nice, big, stronger ass move coming out of Moonwell. I don't know what's so special about this coin. It's a DeFi play on Moonbeam, I believe, and maybe Solana. I think maybe it's available in Solana. That may be what's helping it out here. It's respecting the 9 moving average on the 4 hours, so I can't say much about it, but I can talk dirty about it on the 1 hour. You suck, Moonwell. What are you trying to do? You're losing a trend line. You coming down? What's up? You suck. Okay, so she's getting ready to get a pullback here on the 1 hour, and rightly so. She lost that trend line, so we got to pay attention to that. She may be coming back down to 8 cents. I got my alarm set here, so I've got my eyes on her. Smaller time frames look a little iffy. Could be a bear trap and just swing us right back in. So we don't want to just say, oh no, it's over, because the bigger picture tells us, no, it's not over yet. She's got some stuff that she can do. Guys, I think I pretty much went over every coin on my list. You guys got anything to look at? Matty Go says, falling wedge, ugly. Oh, I don't have the live chat on there. My bad. I'm missing some of you guys. Or not. It look like it's the same thing. We'll take a look quickly over here, Crypto Bubbles, and see how we're doing on the hourly. ENA, are you finally popping up? What are you looking like? Oh, nice move, ENA. About damn time. Doesn't look so impressive on the 4 hour, does it? It's like, oh my gosh. Because she was down here testing the Lucy line on the 4 hour. Y'all know the Lucy line, that's this little red line. It's a 666 moving average. I didn't think it was real either until I back tested, and I was like, oh man, price respects that, so I use it. That's the only reason I use it, because the devil's in the market and we want to keep an eye on what the devil's doing so we don't get burned. Trend line tells me that, we didn't quite make it down there. Will we come down here? We could still touch this trend line and make sure it's solid, or it's a better chance that we can pop up from here and just respect this. We get above that 200 moving average. It looks like she wants to do that right now. Here we are on the 1 hour, and right below these moving averages, we're trying to make a bottoming pattern here. Me wonders if that is that a fib? Are we at a fib area there? Why, yes we are, ladies and gentlemen. This is our 618, which is gorgeous. You can't, I mean, what else can you expect? From this impulse move from the low to the high, we just bounced off the 618. That's gorgeous. That means a decent move. We could be coming up to 59 cents, maybe 52 cents there out of this one in the longer term play. If we're looking at that range, she made higher highs, higher lows. Looks like she's trying to put in her higher low here to 618, and we likes that. We likes that a lot. So we're going to target this area at 50. We're also going to target this area at 54. Let's see if we can make it happen. Can it happen? We got a trend line. Well, therefore, we've got a channel. Isn't that crazy how that works? How that wick and that wick, how the angles come into play here from candle bodies to candle bodies. We even knock out your wicks to wicks. And these targets are right within our channel, just depending on how we get there, right? Whether we take an angle something like this, which means that we can get over here sometime around Thanksgiving turkey time. Or maybe it's something a little bit more sharp. Kind of doubt it since we just had this one, but could we reach this target? Oh, say sometime like the day after Halloween. Interesting, don't you think? I think. I don't know. I find lots of weird stuff interesting though. Nakamoto Games. She's been at a low. Oh, man. She went up to 133 just recently, a few days ago. Now she lost it all, and that's horrible, man. I like this one, but now I'm thinking, you look like you're at a juicy place to buy. Let's look at Nakamoto Games. This is one of my bigger play. I have more conviction for this one. I have this one. It's one of my longer term plays here for the gaming sector. And she being just a wee bit tricky. No, you're inside that. Well, we got to go to our try-true fib strategy and see how we're faring up here, how we're still in our accumulation zone. Now let's see how far that you can come back, darling. You're at your 618. Doesn't look like it's going to hold. Damn, 89 cents. Can that happen? It could. It might. It looks like it might want to, for real. Gosh darn it. That's a better place to buy, though. That means we're going to lose this level. We don't have to lose this level. I feel like there's a good chance it could bounce back here. Let's mark this guy for Nakamoto Games right here around 90 cents. That will be the next level we'll look at if we can't hold this. Come down to the smaller time frame, 4 hour. Who we got down here? We got the devil. But actually, looking at this does not look that bad to me. We got 600, 800. They're flip-flop true, so we can play around under here. Did we make it a lower? We haven't yet made a lower low from here. This could be a bottom area. We got our other moving average. Got 600, 800 above and then we got the 300, 360, 200, 100. All the other moving averages are in fairly good positions compared to these over here. But this one being beneath that one, the red one being beneath the orange one, that one's flipped the wrong way. That one's going to sandbag us until we it will for a little while. So we can still get as much range as we've had before. So I mean, we can still see 130, 140, or 130, 120, something like that out of this. I think she may be in the bottom of a range for this one. Let's pull out this little guy. Where are you, little tool? Let's pull out the bars tool. I'll go from here to there. And so if we pull out the fixed volume range, that's also suggesting that same idea, that this is the bottom of the range and that we should be trying to pull back and come back up about 107, retest that area and see what we do from there. I'll agree with that sentiment. She might be at a juicy buy place, but there's still that chance you might be coming down lower, 89 or possibly 81 if we want to retest the bottom of this trend line. It looks like we might find some support here with the moving averages kind of holding us up. We might be able to snap back to 120 here at the 200 moving average area here on the 4 hour. So some things are looking good and some things are looking like they're trying to die or go down to newer lows or lower lows. So we got that mixed bag as far as altcoins go, as Bitcoin is starting to steal the show right now. And that's something we got to get used to. And that's why I'm thinking I'm personally trying to weed out the altcoins I've got and trying to funnel them into the stronger ones that are working against Bitcoin. That's my overall goal that I'm working on right now. Crypto Frontier, Baby Peth on ETH, 10 million market cap, Baby Peppy. Let's check that one out. I actually got some of that Baby Peppy. I think you came in a few weeks ago and I thought, Baby Peppy. Baby Peppy on ETH. Yeah, this one's against Ethereum. I guess we have to go over to DEX tools for this one, right? Baby Peppy on Ethereum right here. And that's against ETH, right? Oh no, it's against the dollar. Okay, good. So Baby Peppy on ETH. Let's check it out. I need to check and see how I'm doing. I forgot. Because I think when you were here, it was before it pumped. I can't remember. But it looks like she pumped up, went parabolic, came back for a retest. And that was typical. But she bounced off of it, right? So that's where we use our fibs to kind of validate that or even anticipate that before time. Ooh, you went below the 618, but you respected it. All right, Baby Peppy. Just connecting the dots that we've got. She appears to be some form of megaphony pattern. So I think she's already got her pullback from that one. Oh no, chart. Let me try to Dex tools. Let's blow up the window here. All right. So we got to use a little fib magic if we're going to try to figure this little guy out. Swing high to swing low. You went to an 886. That was a lower low, by the way. So we are a lower high. We can be looking for a lower low. We're bouncing off the 0.5. That's cool though. Not quite convinced that we're going to make it here just yet. Let me. To me, it looks like she's going to come back down just a little bit. Swing high to swing low. Tell me where you're going to go. And where's my little box? I'm going to have to identify a zone for this one, I believe. So the 618786 area, about 1430 or 1830. I think we can more than likely revisit one of those two areas, maybe as low as here, just to get another higher low. If we're following this trend line right there, I would lean. I'm leaning a little bit more toward this guy right here is finding support around 1830. Price label, put one right there. We're going to get a higher low. We should get a higher low. I'll put it that way. We should get a higher low. And hopefully it won't come down and touch the trend line again. If it does, it's okay. But if it doesn't, it means it's stronger. And then I would expect stronger. We at least recover these previous highs, right? At, what is that? 4 zeros and 35. And that's a pretty good come up from this guy. From where we are now, getting back up there would be 44% gains. If we can come back down to this area and then make that same recovery, you would be looking at 84% gains. $100 here gives you 184 just to get back up to where we were. And just bouncing from here would tell me that we got a really good chance of even going higher. So I think that's a good look for it. All right, guys, that's all I've got. I think my time is... Hello? But overall, I just want to come in and take a look at crypto in general. Are we on the right thing here? Taking a look at Bitcoin, and she's getting a wee bit of a pullback, but she looks pretty good. I think everybody's pleasantly, unless you were shorting in the market, you're probably happy with the move you saw out of Bitcoin, and just kind of wondering, well, what's altcoins going to do? And why are some of them looking good and some of them looking bad? And I think we're going to have to go through a weed out process on some of these because they will be effective. It's important to keep an eye on Bitcoin dominance. Oh, did you get rejected? That'll help short term. We're on the 15-minute time frame, by the way. That's not a big deal. We're looking for Bitcoin dominance to come up to 60%. It looks to me like she will keep on going. The situation for that, if that happens, is not as beautiful for altcoins. They will be affected. More people will be paying more attention to Bitcoin, and some of the lackluster altcoins, the weak ones, will be falling off, and you will be in some losing bags. So we got to keep that in mind. But otherwise, nice day on the market. See what they try to do tomorrow. They might try to play with our heads. They seem to like to do that. This is a parabolic move. It is curving up on a smaller time frame. It will reach its peak, and then it will give up the ghost and have a retracement. So let's hope that retracement is just back down to these areas about 69.1 after it gets up to like 70 something, okay? Because it can still come back up, and I would hope to see it bounce here. I don't want to see it lose this area. If we come back into this, we're back inside a pattern, and we might as well be looking at the bottom of it around 67 if she pulls that kind of game. So kind of important that we keep the levels as we ratchet up, as we start clearing levels and getting above them. Like if you're looking at this as a W pattern, right here, you know, that you've got your neckline here, that should be your support. So we wouldn't want to see it, according to that theory, come back any more than 68.8, which is, that's a dang good number. I'm just going to throw that out there. 68,800. Yeah, even though I got a trend line here, I would not be surprised if she touched that number. Something about 68 and the 800s and 888s that Bitcoin has a little bit of affinity to. I use those a lot when I would just put a limit order to catch them at those guys. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I'll see you again later tonight with the normal show about 10:30 p.m. We'll be going over all the altcoins that you guys want to take a look at, plus the ones I get on my list. Trade carefully, be wise, enjoy that number going up. Be careful with your altcoins, though. Good night, everybody. God bless.